For a month now, the Hone Ace Aim Lab Edition mousepad and the Harpe Ace Aim Lab Edition gaming mouse have been my daily drivers. These are new products from ROG in collaboration with Aim Lab that promise to elevate your gaming performance via its built-in features and tools. They let you really hone in your settings and games to ensure that you're squeezing the most performance out of them. So far, I've found both of them to be of amazing quality, and they're both an absolute pleasure to game with. But I haven't actually used the tuning feature until now. Mind you, I am not a professional esports player. I am a filthy casual that doesn't even play Valorant, the game that ROG recommended I play for these tests. I play arena shooters like Quick Champions and single-player games like Cyberpunk 2077 and arcade shooters like Battlefield 2042. But still, I want to improve in these games, so I figured that Battlefield 2042 was probably the closest analog to Valorant that I have. So I fired up the Aim Lab software on Steam and took the 30-minute tuning test. Before we continue with this video, I would like to remind you that if you are enjoying this content, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel. I'm a solo content creator and I do all this to make sure that all of you are informed about the products you're about to purchase. Every subscription helps keep this channel running. Thank you. Now, on to the video. So according to the ROG rep that sent me these, the order in which these tests should be run in is DPI Training first, Sensitivity Training second, Angle Tuning third, and Liftoff Distance last. Also noted here is that all of these tests, apart from the Sensitivity Training, are only accessible using the ROG Harpe Ace Aim Lab Edition, so if you want these auto-tuning tests, you're going to have to fork up some cash for them. Anyways, let's get to training. So first off, the DPI Training. It's a 10-minute test that, according to the pop-up before you start doing it, will help you find a mouse DPI to use for flicking within 180 degrees. Apparently, they based the test on my physical mouse movements and not my task score, which is a stronger measurement for flicking performance. This training segment consisted of 3 tests, repeated for 4 rounds, and you will feel that the game will adjust your DPI settings in the break before each round starts. That way you get a rough estimate of what settings work best for you, before the program even gives you its findings at the end of the training. The first test done is a sphere track, which you just have to follow a red sphere around with your crosshair. It turns green while you're on target, and it turns back to red if you've lost target. It's pretty simple. The second test is Reflex shot speed, where large blue spheres will appear in front of you and you have to flick your mouse to click on them before they fade away. And this test adjusts to your speed. The faster you click on them, the faster they're going to fade, so at some point during the test, you're going to hit your fastest flick response and stay there. This is actually my favorite one out of all the 3 tests. And the final test is Reflex shot precision. Similar to the previous test, but the blue spheres are way smaller and fade out a bit slower, to give you time to really dial in that aim. It works the same as before, but is much more frustrating for me because the spheres are so damn small. I suck at this test. I'm a support machine gunner in Battlefield and I'm just used to mowing down people in a shower of lead instead of sniping people's heads off all precision-like. But yeah, I still did my best. So here's the result of my DPI training test. Apparently, I'm good with 800 DPI, which is what I've already been using. Okay, let's move on to the next training phase. Next up, we have sensitivity training, and no, this is not the kind of sensitivity training HR gives you when you say some outlandish stuff in the break room. We're talking mouse sensitivity here. According to the pop-up, the program will test you from very slow to very fast sensitivities. The testing methodology is the same with the DPI tuning, so you're going to be doing this again for the next 10 minutes. All done. Apparently, I'll perform at my best with the 24.16 centimeters every 360 setting. Alright, that's the first time I've seen that metric, but okay. Alright, time for the third one, angle tuning. This setting calibrates the tuning of your mouse angle because we don't hold mice perfectly center and straight. We angle it according to our hand comfort. Angle tuning will compensate for that tilt, allowing you to move your cursor easier in a straight line. The training lasts 3 minutes in total and is called Micro Star Track. It's functionally similar to the sphere track test, but instead of a red sphere moving in random directions, it's a small rectangle that follows a star path. During the test, the program will change your angle tuning settings and you're going to see in which settings you're either overshooting or undershooting your target. I can't lie, this is the test where I saw the biggest improvement in my mousing accuracy. Alright, it says here that I should have an angle tuning value of 3 degrees for optimal performance. Okay. And for the last test, this one just lasts 5 minutes, is the liftoff distance tuning. The program will set your mouse to a low sensitivity setting, forcing you to lift your hand to reset the mouse to a neutral centered position. And the program will change your settings in the middle of the training to get your optimal liftoff distance settings. It says here, it says that I should have a high liftoff distance for the best experience. Alright, I've done all of the tests and apparently the ROG Harpe Ace Aim Lab Edition is now calibrated towards my style of use. How has it improved since I used the tuning utility? Well, let's hop in a game of Battlefield 2042 so I can give you my honest thoughts. Okay, verdict time. It's a subtle change. Looking at this from a purchase perspective, I feel like I already got around 80% of the value of the mouse and mousepad combo just with the physical features like the build quality and the sensor performance and the weight. The remaining 20% is the tuning feature, and yeah, like I said, it's very subtle. The most obvious change to me was the sensitivity and angle tuning. I felt like the Aim Lab tuning increased my sensitivity because it sensed that I performed better at higher sensitivity than my lower one. And of course, since I played with a skewed arm because I broke this arm earlier in my life, the angle tuning really did wonders for my horizontal sweeping motions. But yeah, like I said, it is very subtle. I'm sure competitive players and esports professionals would have more analytical findings about these changes, but for me, these little changes are more than enough to squeeze out a little more enjoyment out of my Battlefield 2042 sessions. Let's just put it this way. This is not the main reason that you're going to get this set, but it's a good cherry on top. Great job with this product, Ace's ROG and Aim Lab. So that's my experience with the ROG Hone Ace and the Harpe Ace Aim Lab Edition mousepad and gaming mouse. Are you impressed with them as well? Will you get a set for yourself? Let me know in the comments. As always, please like and subscribe, check out my previous video, and stay tuned to my channel for more tech and tech adjacent videos. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!